Hi guys. Okay, so the first part, this is really part two. The first part I'd done because Shannon had asked me a question. So this is part two. So I'd already made a video on the first part of this question for one of your colleagues. So I'm just going to work through the second. And I think people kind of find that find the expenses slightly more. They can see the expenses, but it's still all double entry. Really, there's nothing. It's all double entry. Which is why I've been harking on about double entry for so long. So I'm just going to go through the process here again. It's always very important, critical. Know what the year end is. So that's the year end. Okay, so it says there was an accrual. You were owing. That's what this is. Well, when I say you were owing, we're talking about expenses now. Just really read the question. You're looking at administrative expenses. You are, and I'll do it both ways, so you can really see what's happening. It says you are owing 620 at the year end. This has been reversed. What does that mean? So at the year end, you had this accrual. You were owing. You had this liability of 620. Right? It says this has been reversed. What does that mean? I'm going to use a different pen color. This means that clearly what we're saying is when we start the new year, when we have admin expenses, to be reversed means to transfer this, to reverse this. So if you like admin expense, 620, reversal of admin expense, 620. This happens on the first day of the new year, of the new finance year, or our new accounting year. So if you like, this was brought down from the 31st of March. You can call this 1st of April, 06. This gets transferred on the 1st of April, 06. And this is the 1st of April, 06, right? All this is all 1st of April 06. Okay, great. Then it says that you paid, well, expenses of 4215. Cash book is a subsidiary book. Everything feeds through. So what do I have? I have cash book, I have bank, and I have a payment of 14,215. 14,215 going out of the bank. This is the account we're interested in, by the way. Then it says that you have a bill that shows a total amount for the quarter. So we're now at the year end. And it says that you owe 1995 for the quarter. What's a quarter? 3 months. So we must have March, April, and May. And he says you owe 1995 for these 3 months. And it says that this was paid after the year end. So no problem. But the issue here is that at our year end, here, you are actually still owing an amount, and that amount must go into the income statement for the purposes of the accruals culture that we have, or principle we have in accounting. And this 1 month alone must be a third, right, of this. So a third of this amount, and that a third of this, if you do a third of this, you will get 665. So a third of this is owing. You owe this amount. We need to include it. It must be transferred to the income statement as an expense. You are owing it. So at the end of on the 31st of March, you are owing 665. So there's a new accrual, 665 here. Whether you want to use this account again, you put 665 here. On the 31st of April, X7. Sorry, yeah, 31st of April, X7. That's the year. This accrual is done. So that's the accrual. So this is the 31st of May. 31st of April. This happens right at the end of the year. Right. Sorry, what am I doing? Where is the year end? Let me just be careful. Even I'm getting, I've missed that. March, April, 31st of March. Forgive me. 31st of March. That's the year end. 31st of March. 665. 1 month. 31st of March. I don't know, I keep saying May. Oh, sorry, this makes confusing me. No, sorry, it's not this. This is the one, 31st of March. It's just, you paid till May, you owed it till May. So 31st of March. And so that's how we deal with this. Now, so it says the admin expense needs an adjustment, of course. It's for 665, right? 665, where are we? Yeah, needs an adjustment of an accrual, if you like. I haven't looked at the answers. It must be an accrual, and it must be for 665, and it must be dated at the 31st of March 2000 X7, right? Now the next question says, take into account all the, calculate the admin expense for the year. Well, the admin expense for the year must be Well, we started off with, we owed this, we now pay a certain amount to cover, of course, this and what we owe for the year. And we're told that we owe this as well at the end of the year, right? I'll start again. You owed this at the beginning of the year, you pay this, so some of the amount in here clears this, but then you still, and then the rest, if you like, is towards the year. But then you're told that you still owe this at the end of the year. So definitely, what it means the expense for the year must be this plus this minus this. So 14,215 plus 665 minus 620, which is 14,260. So this is the narrative for this is the statement of profit and loss, which is 14,260. Right? So that's the narrative statement of profit and loss. And that's how we deal with this. That's how we deal with this question. Okay. Again, just finally showing you as in very obviously, if you owe someone £620 and then you pay 14,215, well, and I said the 620 of this is paying towards that. So that means that the 14,215 minus 620. So that means that for the year, you'll pay 13,595, right? Because 620 out of this is paying what you owe from the previous year. But someone tells you that, yes, you've paid this, thank you very much, but you still owe us 665. So that means that really what you owe for the year is this plus this, and this is equal to 14,260, which is what we're just doing here. We're sort of, whether you want to say 14,215 minus 620 plus 665, or you want to say 14,215 plus 665 minus 620, you will arrive at 14,260. Okay, great. I'll do the last bit of this question in the next video.